King Charles and Queen Camilla were just rushed to safety in a dramatic security operation that had police scrambling, protection officers panicking, and the entire royal security apparatus losing their absolute minds. The threat? A sniper on a rooftop. The reality? Well, let's just say someone's about to win the award for most embarrassing false alarm in royal history. I'm your host at Royal Cookies, and buckle up because this story is bonkers. Welcome back to Royal Cookies, where we bite into the juiciest royal stories and leave no crumb unturned. Please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. Picture this. It's a lovely day in Jersey. You know, that charming little island where people go to hide their money and apparently scare birds professionally. Charles and Camilla are doing their royal thing, chatting with locals, probably discussing the weather because that's literally 90% of royal small talk, when suddenly, chaos. Protection officers start whispering frantically into their earpieces, eyes dart to rooftops, and before you can say God save the king, their Majesties are being hustled into the nearest hotel faster than Harry legging it from royal duties. Now, when I say security scramble, I mean full Hollywood action movie mode. We're talking about the same level of protection that guards nuclear launch codes, except this time it's protecting someone whose biggest daily decision is whether to have Earl Grey or English breakfast. The scene was straight out of a Jason Bourne film, except instead of international espionage, we've got Camilla clutching her handbag while being ushered away from what they thought was a sniper's nest. The irony? These are the same security protocols designed to protect the crown jewels, and they're being triggered by, well, we'll get to that delicious bit of absurdity in a moment. Think about it. You've got highly trained professionals whose job is to spot genuine threats from miles away. These aren't mall cops with walkie-talkies. These are elite operatives who can probably identify a hostile intent from someone's breakfast choice. Yet here they are, treating Jersey like it's downtown Kabul. But here's where this story goes from royal drama to you couldn't make this up. Detective Chief Inspector Mark Hafey, bless his cotton socks, had to come forward and explain that the deadly sniper threat was actually, are you ready for this? A man on a roof scaring away birds. Not international terrorists. Not Republican revolutionaries. Not even an overly enthusiastic photographer with a telephoto lens. Nope. Just some poor soul doing the most British job imaginable. Annoying pigeons. Can you imagine being that guy? You're up there, probably making shooing noises at seagulls, maybe waving a tea towel around, living your best pest control life, when suddenly you're the center of a royal security operation. 1 minute you're battling bird droppings, the next you're accidentally starring in your own episode of 24, Royal Edition. But wait, it gets better. Because while this man is up there having what I can only assume is a very confusing afternoon, Charles and Camilla are getting the full VIP treatment. Rushed into a hotel, probably wondering if they've accidentally wandered into the plot of a John le Carré novel. Picture Camilla's thoughts. I just wanted to see some local crafts and maybe sample some Jersey Royal potatoes. And now I'm apparently in witness protection. And Charles? He's probably thinking, well, this is awkward. Should I knight the bird scare for services to seagull management? Or should I pretend this never happened? The best part? The public had no idea anything was happening. While security was having their own private action movie, everyone else was just standing around going, lovely weather today, Your Majesty, completely oblivious to the great Birdman crisis of 2024. Now, before we laugh ourselves into a royal coma, let's talk about what this actually tells us about royal security in 2024. Because beneath all this comedy gold lies something quite serious. the absolutely paranoid state of royal protection right now. This isn't happening in a vacuum. People. We're living in an era where global security is jumpier than a cat in a cucumber factory. Think about it. After everything that's happened with world leaders, assassination attempts, and general global chaos, royal protection officers are basically walking around with their nerves wound tighter than the Queen's pearls. These officers aren't incompetent. They're hypervigilant. In their world, it's better to evacuate the king because of a bird bother than to miss a genuine threat. But here's the kicker. It shows just how on edge everyone is about royal safety these days. Let's be honest. Being a royal protection officer in 2024 is probably like being a helicopter parent. Except your kids are worth billions and wearing crowns. Every rooftop is suspicious, every unusual movement is a potential code red, and apparently, every wildlife enthusiast is a potential international incident. But here's what's fascinating. This Jersey mix-up actually highlights how the royals are living in an increasingly bubble-wrapped world. Remember when the Queen used to just walk around Windsor Great Park with her corgis? Those days are gone. Now, even a trip to a charming island paradise requires enough security planning to make MI6 jealous. And let's spare a thought for Charles and Camilla in all this. They're probably thinking, we survived the Diana years, the Megxit drama, and multiple constitutional crises, and we're being defeated by pest control. You know what I love about this story, though? It's beautifully, absurdly human. Because at the end of the day, everyone was just trying to do their job. The bird scare was trying to keep the seagulls from dive-bombing tourists. The security team was trying to keep the royals safe. Charles and Camilla were trying to be good sports about their impromptu action movie experience. And somewhere in all this chaos, there's probably a seagull wondering why his lunch got interrupted by a bunch of humans in suits running around like headless chickens. Which, ironically, is probably what the bird scare was originally trying to prevent. If you're obsessed with royal strategy and environmental impact like I am, make sure you're subscribed to Royal Cookies because we're serving up the most sustainable royal content on YouTube. And remember, in a world full of fast fashion and royal scandals, sometimes the most revolutionary thing you can do is wear your values on your sleeve, preferably in a gorgeous shade of green. Sophie's proving that environmental activism isn't just about what you do, it's about who you become. Until next time, keep munching on those eco-friendly royal cookies.